All right, you guys read the title of the video, so you already know what this video is about. Let me first start off by saying I am not hating. I do not hate Jeremy. I have nothing against the guy. I am simply just calling out what I see, and it's unfortunate what these YouTube grifters have done to the retail community and the damage that they've caused. And so I am fighting back against these people and what they've done by calling them out, and I am presenting to you guys facts, logic, and undeniable research. And so let's go ahead and get right into the video. February 19, 2021 was the very first time Jeremy Lefebvre ever began to talk about Corsair gaming stock. And he talked about the stock when it was trading at $39 per share.
Alrighty, in today's video, we're getting into my next big stock. It's probably been, I want to say maybe a month or maybe even a couple months since I brought a new stock to YouTube, which I had never talked about before. And today is that big day where I'm talking about my next big stock. I'm going to explain to you why this is my next big stock. Corsair Gaming is the company. Ticker symbol CRSR in this one, and oh my goodness, am I falling in love with this stock. Okay,
I showed you guys that clip and I'm providing dates, so if anybody wants to fact check me, they can do it. So you guys saw clearly in that video that he says this is a brand new stock. I'm showing you guys this is my first time buying in the Corsair Gaming. Now if we scroll and we look at what Corsair Gaming was when he released that video, it was at $39. Now the stock actually hit its all-time high on February 5th. So, and it hit an all-time high of $45. So he actually told you guys to buy that stock basically pretty much at its all-time high. It's only $6 essentially away from its all-time high of $45. Fast forward today, the stock is trading at $16 per share. And it's just so unfortunate because he had you guys buy at such a high price. And the other piece that I want to say to this is he's made a ton of videos every 2 months. So from the beginning of February 2021, when we first talked about the stock, he has been consistently posting videos and buying the dip in that company as it continues to trend down and go lower and lower and lower. So he bought it near the all-time high, and then he kept buying the dip as it kept going lower and lower and lower, and kept buying the dip and kept buying the dip. And now we're at a point where the stock is essentially, let's see, the stock is down 51% within the last year. That's just one of his bad stock picks. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. The next stock is Tattooed Chef. Now, he actually started telling his followers to buy that stock on December 17th of 2020. Now, he did mention in the video that he did mention Tattooed Chef one other time, so maybe a few weeks ago. I wasn't able to find that video. However, in the video where he mentioned it, he did not mention that he was buying the stock, and he says that in this video. So this technically is the first video that he made on Tattooed Chef, because this is the first video where he actually said he added a position into the stock and bought the stock. So here's that video.
Alrighty guys, the time has come to divulge of this company. Tattooed Chef Corporation, ticker symbol TTCF on this one. It's rated around a $20 stock as of today. It's been trading recently around a $1.2, $1.3 billion company, okay? And oh my goodness, am I bullish on this one, okay? I'm gonna share my full bullish thesis now, and then we'll get into how much money I have in it, how much more money I'm looking to buy worth of this stock, and then price points, okay?
So he started buying this stock at $20. And so let's go ahead and look at the chart. So the stock reached its all-time high in September of 2020 at $28. However, he didn't start talking about the stock until December. So he started to talk about the stock on September 17th. The stock was trading at $20. If we compare that to the recent high of 25, that was the high that it went to during the cycle in which he talked about it. But even at $20, that's still not that far off from the all-time high of $28. So once again, we have another stock that he talked about essentially at its all-time high. And ever since he talked about it, it has not performed well. Now, when he first talked about it, there was an opportunity to trade it for a little bit of a profit, but he's a long-term investor. So December 24th, it went up. January, it went up. And February did okay. And from then on, it is just downtrend. It has went down since then. And now we are at a point where it even broke the price that it went to when it IPO'd as a SPAC in 2020. The darn thing is now trading at $9 per share. So now we have yet another company that Jeremy Lefebvre talked about pretty much near its all-time high. And with this company, this is probably his most famous and most well-known stock. He has more videos on YouTube on this stock than any company I've ever seen him talk about. And he has so many videos, literally every week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever it is, he would put out videos where he would say that he's buying the dip on Tattooed Chef. So the entire time Tattooed Chef had this crazy roller coaster and is now down to where it is now, he has been consistently buying the dip and pumping the heck out of this stock and trying to get his followers to buy this stock. And it's just so unfortunate because, as we can see, he first started talking about the stock pretty much near its all-time highs when it was trading at $20 per share. And I already know what some of you guys are going to say. Don't worry, I'm way ahead of you. You guys are going to say every stock is down tremendously from 2020 and 2021. So it's not fair for you to talk about Jeremy when the entire stock market and every single stock is down tremendously, like Netflix and Facebook, etc. So your criticism of Jeremy is unfair because everything is down. That's not true. Let's look at some of my favorite stocks that I often preach on here are always buys on pullbacks. Let's look. We're going to start off with Microsoft. So when did Jeremy buy Tattooed Chef? What was it? September? No, I'm sorry. It was December. Yep. It was December of 2020. So let's look at Microsoft. Jeremy bought Tattooed Chef at $20 on December 17th of 2020, right? And you're saying it's not fair because everything's down from there? Not true. Microsoft on December 19th, 17th, 18th of 2020 was trading at $218 per share. Today, Microsoft is at $274. Looks good to me. You can also compare it to when Jeremy talked about Corsair Gaming in early 2021. If we look at any period in early 2021, Microsoft was trading anywhere between $220 to $240. Fast forward today, even on this pullback, you still would have made a significant gain in Microsoft. So when you guys say that everything is down, that's not true. All of the overvalued growth stocks and a lot of the trash stocks are down. A lot of the greatest stocks in the world, the amazing stocks, the stocks that hold up with great balance sheets, with incredible intelligent management, have held up well. So that's just not true. We're going to keep doing this because I already knew you guys were going to go there. Let's look at Costco. Let's look at any time in 2021 and 2020. Look at it. Look at this chart. Anytime. It doesn't matter. Costco is up tremendously from that time. It's not down. It hasn't wiped away all of its 2020 and 2021 gains. So when you guys say that, it's just not true. The truth is all of the YouTube pumped stocks are down tremendously. That's it. So you can't say every stock is down just because the few stocks that every YouTuber continues to talk about is down. That's not fair, and it's just not true. We're going to keep doing this because I hate it when you guys do that. It's just not true. Look at 2020 for Apple. Look at the entire 2020. You can see Apple 122, 132, 135, 119, 133. This is all in 2020 and 2021. Even on this massive pullback in 2022, Apple is still trading at 161. It is still significantly higher than where it traded at in 2020 and 2021. It's just not true, guys. We got to stop this. We got to wake up and smell the coffee. Let's look at Pepsi, another great company. Look at Pepsi. Pepsi traded at anywhere from 120, 130, 135, 132, pretty much the same as Apple stock almost. Same price dang near, right? Fast forward to where we are now in 2022. Pepsi is trading at $172, significantly higher than where it traded at in 2020 and 2021. I'm going to give you guys one more. Let's look at the overall stock market. VOO, the S&P 500 index fund. Look how much VOO is up in the same time period that Tattooed Chef went down. He started talking about Tattooed Chef December of 2020. Let's look at VOO during that same time period. VOO was at about 334, 330, 345 maybe, something like that. Today, VOO, even on this huge pullback, is at $391. Had you bought those great stocks, the best of the best, the blue chips, and stuck with index funds like I consistently preach and say on this channel, you would have significantly outperformed Jeremy's stock picks. So before you all come on my channel and say that, oh, well, everything's down, you're being unfair, you're just bullying him. No, I'm freaking not. I am telling the God honest truth. I'm trying to help you guys make money, not lose money and get swindled by these con men, by these swindlers, by these grifters who don't know anything about stocks. You could have held the index fund VOO and you could have made a crap ton of money. Look at this. In 2020, VOO was at $328. It's at $391 now. And this is on a pullback. We're not even counting for when it starts to run to all-time highs. Let's look at what it was when it was at its all-time high. VOO ran to $435 on the very last day of December of 2021. You would have made a killing, right? Let's have some logic and reason here. Okay, so now that I got that out the way, moving on. On March 15th of 2021, Jeremy started buying a crypto brokerage stock, and he bought it for the very first time on March 15th of 2021. The name of that stock is Voyager Digital.
Always, today I share with you my next 5x stock that I literally just started buying. And this stock could actually end up being way more than a 5x. I just feel like a 5x is what I'm looking for in this stock. I just started buying it very recently. I'm going to share in detail why I think this stock has ridiculous upside potential, okay? And that company is Voyager. Voyager Digital, okay? This app gets a 4.8 out of 5 stars on the Apple app.
So you guys can see clearly that I am providing proof in the video that he started buying that stock for the first time ever. And I showed you guys the clips from the video. I actually, screen recorded the clips and showed it to you guys, and you can hear it out of his own mouth. This is the first time he started buying Voyager Digital stock. He started buying it in March 15th of 2021. So now we're going to go ahead and look at it again. Let's look at the chart. It's crazy how this stuff works. So the all-time high for this stock is $27 on April 1st, right? But remember, he's not a trader. He's long-term. So if we look at when he said to buy it, when he started buying it, he essentially started buying Voyager Digital for the first time at $24 a share. It ran to its all-time high of 27. He started buying at 24. Once again, he's essentially had you guys buying these stocks at their all-time highs. Now, if we scroll for the rest of the time, you can see it's just been on a downtrend the entire time. From the time he said to buy it, essentially, besides April 1st and beyond, the stock has just gone lower and lower and gotten worse and worse and worse. And holy freaking cow, the guy freaking swindled you. He had you guys buying Voyager Digital at $24 a share. Today, the stock is trading at $3 a share. Holy freaking moly. This guy is legit the worst stock picker on YouTube, or at least one of. He is one of the worst stock pickers in the history of YouTube. He literally had you guys buying these insane, speculative, dumb stocks. I don't even know what he saw in this company, but he had you buying it at crazy valuations and pretty much at its all-time high. Everybody knows the number one rule of trading: buy low, sell high. You never buy a stock at its all-time high. Like, what is this guy thinking? What are you doing? But that's what he did, and he wasn't smart enough to recognize that this thing just kept breaking trend, and he could have, at the very least, he didn't have to sell out, But at the very least, as he sees the stock continue to trend down, he could have at least said, okay, this stock didn't work out, I'm done buying it. But no, what does he do? He makes video after video, months and months later. Literally every 2 months, go fact check me, I'm right. Every like 2 or 3 months, he kept making videos saying he's buying more, he's buying more, he's buying the dip, he's buying the dip. So this man has been buying the dip from $24 all the way down here to $9. And then he got a little bit of a bounce. It went to $17, had a nice little run in November, which is when that was the height of the bubble, when everything ran. And now it's all the way back to normal. But even, well, not back to normal, it's down in the gutter, but even though he continuously kept buying the dip, he never, ever, at the very least, broke even on his investment. This stock has never went back to $24, which is where he first started his position. And I think it's safe to say by now, and I think we all know by now, this thing is never, ever in life going back to $24 a share, because I've called this out so many times. Voyager Digital is a horrible, horrible, trash company. Nothing good about it. Absolute garbage. Horrible. Trash. I'd rather go take that money and gamble it than put it in Voyager. But I wanted to go over more stocks like Very Good Food Company and some of his other crappy stocks that he recommended. But unfortunately, this video has already gotten way too long, and I don't want to make this video, you know, a freaking hour. So I'll go ahead and end it there. I think you guys get the point. So there you guys have it. That'll go ahead and conclude today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys in the next one.